went from me, but the moment that they understood that they were fooled, okay, and 6 people, they were 5 people, 6 people, they were kicking me, and sorry, I need to. Sorry, okay. So 6 people came to kick me, and I started laughing, and it was a funny moment as well. Yeah, but it was funny that you could fool the guy for 2 hours. That was it gives you some. Yes, you are defenseless, but at least you are the person that decide how to play. That moment gives you some power, and the main guy say that stay in front of the wall. I said, open your hands like Jesus. Okay. Okay. He started to slap in my face. 1, 2, 3, 4, around 45 seconds, 1 minute. Boom, 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 boom. Then I said that, Salman, why you are letting these people slapping in your face with no consequence? Some power comes to me. I don't know, because I'm Azeri, I have some Turkish root or whatever, or I was so stupid with capital E, so I manage all of my power in one of my hand. The next time he come to slap in my face, I grab his hand, sorry, and I put with my knee to his ball. They use the chair, they kick me, they broke 2 of my ribs, whatever happened to me. But I can say that after that moment of resistance or being stubborn, however you're gonna say, the pressure, the next integration session, somehow we want to be friends, there is no need for how they call technical investigation. The name for the torture was technical investigation. بازجویی فنی. You do not need technical investigation because we know that you will collaborate with us. So, and I think I had some communist friends as well. Anti-regime, some of them anti-Israel, but anti-regime, some of them communist, pro-Israel, but they are communist. Communist is a communist. This is some kind of disease, in my opinion. Some of them, they were in a jail for a long time. They said that, Salman, because you believe to this God, okay, you could tolerate solitary confinement better than us. Because you think that you are doing it for a cause, but you are nihilist. We know that you are stupid. There is no cause. There is no another word. So it's much more harder for us to tolerate the solitary confinement. By the way, yeah.
Well, this is a...
Any question?
Did the government go after your family while you were in the country and after you left?
Yes. The reason that I don't put it in the news, one of the reason is that when the regime is killing the people, when the regime is shooting to the eyes of the people and killing in a mass number with the machine gun, I'm gonna say that, oh, they banned my sister from university. My older sister was a university professor. She's one of the top university professors. She works for environment and these things, and so they kick her out of university for 2 reasons. First reason, she's my sister, and the harassat, what should I say? The security in the university, the intelligence in the university. So they said that you are the sister of Salman Sima. We cannot let you to be in a position of dean while your brother is a Zionist and Mossad agent, whatever. So all of them at the same time, Mossad agent, IRGC agent, everything they said. So And the second thing is that my sister used to be a very strict professor, one of those university professors that everyone hates, present, absent, everything. So on the days of the protest, they asked the name of the students that they were absent. My sister said that I never ask my student who is absent, who is not. I don't check the student. She does. I know that she does. Okay, but she didn't give them a name, and she participated in some of the student protests, and they had her pictures. That you're part of this. She said, "No, I'm not participating. I just went there to see that what's going on under my office. I'm just going to observe that." Okay, observe or whatever, you are adding the number to the crowd. Okay, this is some kind of technique. She lost her job. Okay, they cut the retirement pension, retirement salary of my dad, and they removed my record from the university. my, I asked my sister go to university and ask for my numbers. Please number açınca.
Where's
Transcripts.
Your
Transcripts, yes. For they said that we don't have such a name, Salman Sima. How? Everyone knows that. Okay, so they did these things, and each 3 months, each 6 months, they because I'm on the bail outside of the country. These are the part that always when my sister describe for me, it's funny and sad. Because mom is mom, my mom became stressful, but my dad is the best joker. So they said that once they came to they know that you are out of the country, but for the purpose of putting the pressure over the family. We came here to arrest Salman because he didn't show up in a court. Okay, then where is Salman? Then my dad jokingly said that Salman is not, for example, in Ottawa, Salman is not in Karachi. Where is Salman? Salman is studying in Canada. He wants to be a prime minister. When he became prime minister, I asked him to come back. Just making fun of those, fun of, and my dad is a master of that. He was a teacher, he knows how to do that. Oh, it's so good. Once they said that, sir, you know that if you don't introduce Salman, we're gonna confiscate your bail, which is our home. Then my dad said that, okay, go find him and give me my bail. It's your duty to go to find him. Just jokingly. So they do some kind of, psychological technique, but they went after my sisters.
Still, it's not that bad. Like, just don't want to say anything. Losing job is bad, right?
Yeah. But
It's not the
mom
worst
is
thing that
just my concern. My main concern, because I train two of my sisters, they are really tough people. Okay, through their husband. Okay, so my concern is still my mom. Okay, when my mom became angry, he said that, oh, you are his son, but I'm talking with you, which means that you look like your dad. You are a tough person, So yeah, they do these things with the family. And still I don't want to say that lucky, but these days, thanks to IDF and US troops, they are too busy to go after the family of the people outside of the country. They should bury lots of the dead body of IRGC these days. They are too busy for that.
Do you think there is any chance for change?
I say that this is the best chance for a
Bad chance.
This is the best chance.
Yeah.
Mehran, Nazrita, you think so? This is the best chance, yeah. I think this is the best chance for a change. We have some concern because
Because it's too late.
no, not it's too late because the operation system is destroyed. This time they went after every police station, the CG station, IRGC domestic operation. Sometimes you go just hit the missile sites, nuclear sites. You don't care about the domestic operation. These times they went after single checking point with the drones, with the high technology, which is very good, but it is not enough. I was so hopeful just a couple of weeks ago because they served justice to Ali Khamenei, but these days I'm more reasonable. I think at the first I was thinking it's a matter of weeks. Now I think it is a matter of months, maybe 2, maybe 3. I cannot predict that, but definitely we will see that in the Trump duration. In the Trump duration, which is meant 2 years and a half, the maximum. Even
No,
sooner.
I have a different opinion.
I have a different. I think that it's 3 months.
Well, I would say 2 months gonna be
But
enough.
you
Yeah.
guys,
Hopefully,
you,
hopefully.
you have, you believe that it's whatever, they killed
I'm
Khamenei.
saying that the maximum time gonna be the.
So it's okay. So Khamenei was killed, right? But okay, what I read, his son and some Israeli
Yeah.
media, they say okay, they actually they take his son is basically hiding in Russia now, right? Is it?
We don't know that his son is alive or no. No one sees.
So
No
no,
one
he
knows.
hasn't been seen, and also cognitively, the report there are a few things is that he has been in such a state of coma that he's probably not even aware that there has been an attack, the dad is killed, the family is killed, and his cognition and the response from supposedly the nursing care or the doctors or the news that come is that he has lost 1 leg or 2 legs and he's not responsive. So even the show, the circus that the regime is having is really trying to show that there is some degree of control over Iran, but it's a formal show to say that we are still directing the things that we have to do, but from what's happening from a military perspective and from a civilian perspective, I think they have lost control, they have lost legitimacy. My concern and why I think it will take probably the 2 months is because the Iranian civilian are unarmed, they don't have a weapon.
Yeah.
Iran is not like America or US that you will have at least 1 gun holder in 10 people, right? That the statistic in Canada is that within every family of 10 people, 1 person is at least a licensed gun owner, right? Whether or not you're pro-gun or anti-gun, that is with Canada. For US, that number is 6 out of 10, right? So, and whether or not you're under 18 or you're allowed or not. Iran, you don't have that, you don't have that at all. You do have pockets of ethnic groups that have had access to weapons or bigger guns for hunting or for farming purposes or for defense because they're on borderline, or guns from back in the wars that they got engaged, but where you have to exert the maximum power within the main cities, it's civilian. And whenever you have a civilian force and you have even 1 van with 1 machine gun, you can exert a lot of force and you can kill a lot of people. It doesn't matter if you're 10,000 or 1 million, that machine gun magazine can go as long as you want and it's gonna kill as long as there's people.
Yeah.
So the fear right now, even for tomorrow night, is if people get the, it's a bit of a bravery and it's also, it's a gamble, right? Because you don't know if you, when you're in the street, are they going to open the force and is there force left? Or are you going to go into the street and no one is going to come and you can go and get the next military station and a mosque and another...
When you leave home, you don't know that if
you
you're
don't
gonna
know.
come back or not.
Right? So people are, the kids, that people our age, because this round of it, the Iranian brave men and boys have asked the ladies, from what I'm hearing, from the ladies and the kids and youth to stay at home because this is going to be more of a war, and if you are a challenge, if you're a girlfriend to your boyfriend, you're going to slow them down. If they have to run and if they have to get into a fist fight or if they steal a gun, they cannot protect you and also fight for their life. So it's going to be two things, I think. A very male dominant battle this time. So you're gonna have, God forbid, like if there's casualty, it's going to be a lot of men.
Battle?
What's that?
Is it because real battle?
Yeah, it's going to be a real battle, and it's going to be based on location, right? So they're gonna have pockets of people that would come in the north of Tehran, in the west, in the center, in the south, and then at the same time it start at 8:30, and then by 11 you better have something, you better have some ammunition, because in order to proceed, in order to occupy, you would have to be there for 24 hours, for 48 hours, and wait for Reza and Trump and Israel to know what they're doing, and whether or not you're gonna start having these drones that will protect you when you have occupied places, right? So we will see. What I've heard
It
from
depends on the air support a lot. You
Air support,
mentioned
yeah.
we don't know that how many drones inside.
Yeah, I think the main thing is gonna be Israel help from tomorrow.
yeah, as
So-
long as there is like some
Well,
control, you
so
need
are
to get
people
supported.
actively protesting since 26 years ago
Yep.
against government?
Since
But
2018.
yeah, but it was always difference. So the thing was, it was kind of for the reform always, but they know they don't want a reform. They want a regime change, but there was no capacity for that. So a couple things changed, and that's the reason. The answer for your question is yes. The first thing is leadership we didn't have and we have now. So Prince Reza Pahlavi is the one, people chanting his name, and he's just accepting this leadership. So this is the first thing. The second thing is, unfortunately, always, well, if we put aside Israel, all the other Western countries supported the regime. So
Appeasing the regime.
now it's different because the lots of good things happened. So the lots of mistake they made. The first one was October 7. The second was the first bomb they shoot to Israel, to the land of Israel. The third one was the help they made for Russia with those drones against Ukraine, which is war against Europe. But they already started fight against Europe. And the last thing is the fight which they are doing against the Arab countries around, which that one is like the least important. But I think, well, I hope and I think in this way, which the decision made already, and Israel this time has a permission from USA and probably has this deal with European country, the big guys, which, hey, we have to remove this guy. So, but I was talking to Salman. My mom talked to. I have a brother here and brother in Iran. So my mom called him and said, the other brother tomorrow going for protest. So I'm a little worried about him. So the only thing is, as she mentioned, if even million people go out, so there is no chance. But now we have this self-confidence, which we have an Israeli drone on top of our crowd, which gonna help us. So,
And I think adding to that, I think on the land also, we've got help from Israel and USA.
well, we don't know. Yeah, we don't
There
know.
is a strong rumors around the Delta Force from the US Army, as well as Israeli idea from
Now.
the ground. They are already in the country.
Well,
They haven't confirmed that,
Yeah.
they don't talk about that, but that's the very strong rumors.
yeah.
There was Kurdish people, Kurdish.
They are
They-
also
they-
going
they
to,
are-
they are going to participate, yeah.
So
Kurdish
that's
people are
that's.
on your side, right? Like,
So
Yes,
I have a
they
Kurdish
don't-
root.
they
So I have a
don't
Kurdish
say
root. So my
He
dad
has a
was Kurd.
Kurdish root. Let's
Yeah,
talk.
my dad was Kurd. So, well, the problem is those Kurdish groups is they are not popular in Kurdistan. So I would say between 10 to 20% of the people in Kurdistan like them, but 80% hate them and scared of them, because most of them are communist, and so people had experience of those groups in the first year of the revolution, and they didn't have a good experience with.
When you say Kurdistan, it means where? Inside Iran?
Yeah. Well, so it's one of the province in Iran. So we have three provinces of Azerbaijan. We have like one Kurdistan, Lorestan,
It's
Mazandaran.
called Kurdistan, yes?
Yeah.
Kurdistan
Yeah.
is right adjacent to Iraq border, and the province is called Kurdistan.
We have 32 provinces. One of them is Kurdistan. But the thing is, so you
Yeah,
are here.
But they do have arms, yes? They,
Like I would
heard
say
about
5,000 people they have.
That's
Like the sixth
Yeah.
group, totally they have 5,000 people,
not like
and they are not in Iran. They are in Iraq. Yeah, easily they can pass the border and come here. But the thing is like, well, I think the thing's gonna change the math is like, once the people going unarmed and on the other side we have a IRGC, and if we have the support of the Israeli drone and shoot them, and then they're gonna die, and the gun gonna be for our people. So that's gonna happen really
This
really
is
fast.
Kurdistan.
So people gonna be armed
And
really
they're not
fast.
defecting like
Sir, this is Kurdistan.
army is not defecting like I mean
Like falling
the
back.
regime.
There's not a coup. No, the army is not joining
Army
people.
still with the regime.
Our army is
They're not doing
another
this
branch of
people.
IRGC. There is no patriotism in
Well,
our
the problem is they didn't invest in army and they put it aside. So I was serving in army for military service. So even in army, they didn't like IRGC, but they didn't like because they were saying, hey, my salary is lower than the IRGC officer. The gun I have is G3 for like 50 years ago. It's like 10 kilogram. So look at our food, and the food they are providing for them is different. But they are not part of the game. Even all of these Navy, which now US attack to them, is for IRGC. So Army doesn't have anything. They are just bunch of people having like clothes of the Army.
But they don't want to join people.
But we don't know. Even let's